What if it was true that the dirtier your Honda's transmission fluid gets, the longer your transmission actually lasts? Sounds backwards, right? But one owner just learned this the hard way with a $4,200 rebuild bill after a routine fluid change. The shop claimed they were already failing. The truth? Fresh fluid killed a perfectly working transmission in under a week. Here's why it happens and how you avoid it. The expensive mistake nobody warns you about. Everyone says change your transmission fluid, right? Your dealership reminds you every visit, and quick lube places push it even harder. So you're being a responsible owner. You've got nearly 100,000 miles on the clock, and you figure it's finally time to get that fluid changed. Here's the problem. That routine service might actually be the worst thing you could do to your Honda. Picture this. A 2014 Honda CR-V comes in with 98,000 miles. Owners, being responsible, decides to finally get the transmission fluid changed at a national chain. The shop uses a power flush machine and pushes fresh fluid through the entire system under high pressure. 72 hours later, transmission starts slipping between second and third gear. By day 5, the vehicle wouldn't move at all. Any gear. The diagnosis? Debris from the flush clogged the valve body passages, contaminated the clutch packs, and destroyed what was a perfectly working transmission. Complete rebuild cost, $4,200. The shop claimed the transmission was already failing and refused any responsibility. So the owner paid $4,000 out of pocket for a transmission that was working perfectly fine before they touched it. So what actually happened inside that transmission, and how do you make sure it never happens to yours? Why Honda transmissions hate power flushing. Power flushing sounds impressive. High pressure equipment, complete fluid replacement, thorough cleaning of the entire system. Here's the thing. That thorough cleaning is exactly what destroys Honda transmissions. Honda transmissions accumulate microscopic debris over their service life. Normal clutch wear, metal shavings, deposits from heat cycles. This debris settles in the transmission pan and on filter screens, which is completely normal. When a power flush machine connects to a Honda transmission, it forces fluid through at pressures far higher than normal operation. That settled debris gets dislodged and pushed through the entire transmission, through narrow valve body passages, behind clutch plates, into solenoids. Places it would never reach during regular driving. The result is catastrophic. Valve bodies become clogged within days, clutches get contaminated and lose grip, and shift solenoids malfunction because debris blocks their tiny passages. A transmission functioning perfectly before the flush fails within a week or two. So why do shops keep pushing this service if it's so risky? Because flush machines work great on most other cars. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, they all handle it fine. But Honda transmissions have tighter tolerances and narrower passages, so what works everywhere else destroys Hondas. It's like using a pressure washer to clean a smartphone. Great for driveways, but not delicate electronics. A lot of shops treat Honda transmissions like every other automatic transmission. They use the same procedure on every car that rolls in. Now it gets even more complicated with high-mileage Hondas that have never had the fluid changed. That's where the second trap appears. The high-mileage trap that costs $3,800. Picture this. You just bought a used Honda with 120,000 miles, and the previous owner never changed the transmission fluid. You decide to be a responsible new owner and finally get it serviced. Sounds responsible, right? That's the trap. What if the old dirty fluid was actually keeping the transmission alive? Here's what happens inside a high-mileage Honda running on old fluid for years. The clutch material wears down gradually, creating debris that stays suspended in the aging fluid. Over time, that debris actually helps the worn clutches maintain enough friction to keep engaging properly. Sounds crazy, right? Old debris actually helping instead of hurting Fresh transmission fluid has completely different friction characteristics than degraded fluid. So the worn clutches suddenly lose the extra grip they were getting from that suspended debris. Pressure drops, engagement weakens, and within weeks, the transmission starts slipping. Most owners think they did the right thing. They followed maintenance advice, spent money trying to protect their vehicle, and instead accidentally triggered the exact failure they were trying to prevent. So when is it actually too late to change Honda transmission fluid? If a Honda has more than 100,000 miles with no documented transmission service history, changing the fluid now carries serious risk. If the transmission is already showing symptoms like slipping, harsh shifts, or delayed engagement, a fluid change will not fix it and will likely make it worse. The hard truth. Once transmission fluid has been neglected past a certain point, the safest option is often to leave it alone and drive until it fails naturally. Then rebuild or replace with proper service intervals going forward. A 2007 Honda Accord came in with 178,000 miles and no service history. The owner changed the fluid, and within 500 miles the transmission started slipping. Failed completely at 179,000 miles because fresh fluid removed the deposits, helping worn clutches engage. But what about long highway drives on I-95 or I-80 where the transmission stays in one gear for hours? Does that change the calculation? Not really. Highway miles are easier on transmissions than stop-and-go traffic, but once the fluid has been neglected past 100,000 miles, the damage is already done internally. Fresh fluid won't reverse clutch wear. Now let's say you've been maintaining your Honda correctly from the beginning. What's the right way to service the transmission without destroying it? The only safe method for Honda transmissions. Here's where most mechanics will disagree. They'll say this is too conservative, and they'll claim their flush machines are perfectly safe. But there's a reason Honda engineers designed their transmissions for one specific service method. Honda transmissions should only be serviced using the drain and fill method, never power flushing. A drain and fill removes approximately 40 to 50% of the old transmission fluid. That might not sound thorough, but it's exactly what Honda designed for. The fluid that drains out comes from the pan, which contains the highest concentration of debris, while the fluid that stays in the torque converter, valve body, and upper passages remains relatively clean. When adding fresh fluid, it mixes with the remaining fluid and dilutes contaminants without dislodging settled debris. Normal driving after the service circulates the refreshed fluid naturally. Warm the transmission by driving 10 to 15 minutes. Locate the drain plug, remove it, let fluid drain completely. Reinstall with new crush washer, torque to 29 to 36 foot-pounds. Add the exact amount drained using only Honda fluid. CVTs need Honda CVT fluid. Automatics need ATF-DW1. Only genuine Honda. Why is Honda so strict about their fluid? And this next detail could save you thousands. The fluid that costs $12 per quart but saves $4,000. Walk into any parts store and there are transmission fluids claiming Honda compatibility. They're cheaper, sometimes half the price of genuine Honda fluid. So why not save a few dollars and use the compatible fluid instead? Because Honda transmissions are engineered around Honda fluid, and that's not just marketing talk. ATF-DW1 contains specific friction modifiers formulated for Honda clutch materials. The viscosity is calibrated for Honda valve body designs, and the additive package is balanced for Honda's heat dissipation and pressure requirements. Generic fluids have different friction characteristics. They might work initially, but over time they cause clutches to slip or chatter. Honda CVT fluid is even more critical because it's designed specifically for the metal belt and pulley system, so wrong fluid causes belt slippage and catastrophic failure. A 2019 Civic CVT got serviced with major brand compatible fluid that met all specs. Within 9,000 miles, shuttering started. At 13,000 miles, complete CVT failure. $5,100 replacement. The shop refused responsibility because they used compatible fluid. Owner paid $5,000 because someone saved 30 bucks. Think about those tight suburban parking lots or cramped city garages where every dollar counts. Would you save $30 today if it meant risking $5,000 later? When should transmission fluid actually be changed for a Honda to last 200,000 miles? This next part explains why some Hondas last 300,000 miles while others fail early. But before going further, if this video is saving you from an expensive mistake, hit that like button and subscribe to not miss the maintenance tips that could save you thousands down the road. The service interval Honda doesn't want you to know. Open any Honda owner's manual and look at the transmission fluid service interval. Most models recommend 60,000 to 90,000 miles under normal driving conditions. Here's the catch. That interval was designed to get the vehicle through the warranty period, but it doesn't maximize transmission life. Here's what 20 years of Honda transmission service has proven. The real-world interval for maximum transmission longevity is 30,000 to 40,000 miles for normal driving and every 25,000 to 30,000 miles for severe conditions. And what counts as severe driving? Stop-and-go traffic, towing, mountainous terrain, hot climates above 90 degrees, cold climates with short trips under 10 miles, high-traffic cities. Sound like a typical daily commute? That's severe. If you're thinking that describes most people, you're right. 70% of Honda owners drive under severe conditions. But why does more frequent service matter if the fluid still looks clean at 40,000 miles? Sounds wasteful, right? Changing fluid that looks perfectly fine. Transmission fluid degrades from heat, friction, and contamination at the molecular level. Fluid that looks perfectly clean at 40,000 miles has already lost protective properties no one can see. By 60,000 miles, the friction characteristics have changed enough to increase clutch wear. And by 90,000 miles, the fluid is actually causing accelerated damage, even though the transmission still functions normally. Two identical 2013 Accords tell the story perfectly. One owner changed their fluid every 30,000 miles with Honda DW1. At 218,000 miles, the transmission still shifted like new. The other owner? They followed the 90,000 mile schedule. At 197,000 miles, delayed shifts started appearing. By 223,000 miles, they needed a full rebuild. Which owner would you rather be? The first owner spent $140 per change 7 times. Total cost, $980. The second owner did 2 changes, then paid $3,200 for a rebuild. Total, $3,480. More frequent maintenance costs less long-term, and that's not an opinion, that's just math. The transmission usually gives warnings long before complete failure, but they're subtle, and most Honda owners miss them completely. The warning signs most Honda owners ignore. Between scheduled fluid changes, Honda transmissions give warning signs when service is needed sooner, but most people miss these signs because they don't know what to look for. If a Honda does this during shifting, there's a good chance the fluid is already breaking down. Fresh Honda ATF is bright red, and fresh CVT fluid is green. When the fluid turns dark brown, service is overdue. But what about that slightly burnt smell when checking the dipstick? Is that normal aging or a warning sign? Any change in shift feel, timing, or smoothness indicates fluid degradation. A transmission temperature warning light means the fluid is overheating and breaking down rapidly. Unusual whining or humming from the transmission can indicate low fluid or degraded fluid. Any slipping sensation where engine RPM increases without a corresponding speed increase requires immediate fluid inspection. Any check engine light codes in the P0700 to P0799 range indicate potential transmission problems. Many relate to fluid pressure issues or solenoid problems that can stem from degraded fluid. So catching these early and servicing the fluid can prevent major repairs down the line. The critical question. When you're ready to have a shop service your Honda transmission, how do you make sure they do it correctly? And honestly, this is one of the biggest mistakes quick lube shops make. Choosing a shop that won't destroy your transmission. Walk into any quick lube chain and they'll happily flush a Honda transmission. They have the equipment, they'll finish in 30 minutes, and they'll charge less than a dealer. But what happens 3 weeks later when that transmission starts slipping? But saving $50 sounds great until it costs $4,000 3 weeks later. Always use Honda dealerships or Honda specialist independent shops for transmission service. Before authorizing any work, verify 3 specific things. First, confirm they perform drain and fill only, never power flushing. Get it in writing on the service order. Second, verify they use genuine Honda transmission fluid. Ask to see the bottles before they start. Not compatible fluid, not universal ATF, only genuine Honda fluid. Third, get written documentation of the exact fluid type and quantity used. Avoid quick lube chains in general repair shops for this service. They use universal procedures that work for most vehicles, but destroy Honda transmissions. They often substitute compatible fluids to save costs, and when something goes wrong, they claim the transmission was already failing. Can you do this service at home, or does it require a professional? And honestly, this next part could save you hundreds of dollars every single service. The die decision that saves $120 every service. Honda transmission fluid changes are simpler than most think. If you can change oil, you can do a drain and fill. But should you? Die works if you have basic skills, jack stands, genuine Honda fluid, and knowledge of your model's procedure. Material costs $60 to $90 versus $180 to $280 at shops. Complete control over fluid quality and ability to inspect everything. But what about those Honda models without a dipstick? How do you check the fluid level? However, if your Honda lacks a dipstick and requires special procedures, use a dealer. If you're not comfortable working under vehicles or want warranty coverage, professional service protects you. Here's the part nobody talks about. If you're maintaining your Honda correctly from early mileage, what's the complete strategy for getting 300,000 miles from the transmission? The boring strategy that actually works. This isn't complicated, it's not exciting, and there are no shortcuts or tricks involved. But here's the thing. The most reliable strategy is also the simplest one, and boring wins the long game. This next detail is extremely important. Change transmission fluid every 30,000 to 40,000 miles using only genuine Honda ATF-DW1 or Honda CVT fluid. Use the drain and fill method only, never power flush. Choose service providers carefully, sticking with Honda dealers or Honda specialists. Don't panic when minor issues appear at high mileage. A slight delay in shift feel doesn't always mean disaster. Monitor it carefully. If it progresses, address it right away. If it stays stable, it might just be normal aging. Don't believe the sealed for life marketing claims. Honda transmissions labeled as sealed still need regular fluid service. The term sealed simply refers to the lack of a dipstick, not the lack of maintenance requirements. What about those endless highway miles on routes like I-10 across Texas or I-70 through the Rockies? Does that change the service interval? Most importantly, understand the specific Honda model rather than following generic internet advice. A 2008 Accord with a 5-speed automatic has completely different requirements than a 2024 CR-V with a CVT, so the owner's manual and documented service history matter way more than random forum posts. Honda transmissions fail from 3 things: wrong service methods, bad timing, wrong shops. Have you been doing it right, or are you one service away from a $4,000 mistake? How many miles are on your Honda right now? And has the transmission fluid ever been changed? Drop your mileage and service history in the comments. And if you're still driving, hit subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.